actually? What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight up in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go in Glendale. Returning it from the 4. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Kyler starting off with the throw. Left side into the hands of McBride. And this one doesn't go far.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked out by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles force the turnover on the first series of this game.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that drop.
A 43-yard attempt.
This is going to be no good. Snap wasn't clean, Brock. That kick pushed to the right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Look at 16 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
First down. First and 10.
From the gun, it's Murray. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Again, it's Murray to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him out to pick up the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10, Murray. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they had this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
They give on second to Benson. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 2. Murray. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals go up 6-0 here in the first. Trey McBride, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over.
Trimmer.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at first down here.
Trimmer.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out wide to Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
2nd down now. They need 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets him into a good spot. Just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. They really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, it's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Cardinals in front here at State Farm Stadium. Always a man with a plan, Brock. Sean McVay leaving his offense out there to go for this.
Biggest.
They snap it to Murray. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
180, 180.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Connects with Mechie. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Cardinals are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Going on 1st down. Here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Murray here on 1st down. One's complete, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it, it's in close. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get more points to end a lopsided first half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18.
21, Eagles 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. On the play fake, it's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kicked out by Quinyon Mitchell. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Completed left side to Smith. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Hit before he can get anything on that return. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, gun. It's Murray. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they're gonna bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Another throw coming from Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Again, it's Murray to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Benson now from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
The 17-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Hey! Stay with him.
Benson once more. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Option play. They give it to Barkley. Jukes away from one. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. Shoves him off. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Eagles, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They're going to run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within one score in the fourth. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Hand off to Benson from the gun. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Completed to his running back. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. It's Benson on the give. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
It's his running back. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
The give now to Benson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Here's Benson again. Oh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and goal.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals leading by 5.
A 21-yard attempt.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Slye.
on for the field
It's just
goal.
21 yards down the pipe. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
It's incomplete. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Play by Trayvon Diggs.
Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals make the play that should win them this game.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Benson's got it. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for our Cardinals. 1st down.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now it's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
He's back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Slide's kick is up and good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Gronk, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
It's
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Big play pushes them beyond midfield. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.